Hello viewers, YouTubers, welcome to TsoAnalytics and my name is TSO and today I'm going to tell you two types are very important after creation of your video. That means uploading of your video. What the two types are important. The first thing as you know is the traffic sources, but the category is very important. Here add your video to a category so viewers can find it more easily. One thing, so many creators are really getting views with the help of category and traffic sources. So firstly we need to learn what is category, what are the types of categories, and which category. That means not category is nothing but the niche. Okay, what are the types are there, let us see. And one thing, for every video you need to upload a category to get best views. Okay, and the first one is the film and animation. Nowadays there are so many films, that means uploading in on YouTube, and the animation is nothing but there are so many animated videos on YouTube. So that is the first category. And if you are creating like short films or like animated videos, you can use that category. The next thing is the autos and vehicles. What is autos and vehicles? The first one is the autos and vehicles. The second one, that is what it means autos means not autos means the cars nowadays releasing. One thing, before no car has been launching on YouTube, but nowadays the uh, like there is some expos, like car expos, or there are something is there, so they are using this type of categories. If you are doing a vlog of how the car is, or how the car works, how to learn, or what are the new specifications are there for every segment of cars, that means there are some models are there. For that they will definitely use autos and vehicles. The next thing is the music. One thing, there are so many videos getting copyright strikes or something with the help of music. So what you need to do, you need to pay some amount to the websites and you can buy the music there. And so many creators, that means like artists or some other people may use this, because if they launch a video of music of their music, or like nowadays songs releasing from the films are using by music category. The next thing is the pets and animals. One thing, this category has so many viewers, because pets, one thing, so many people, so many viewers like pets and animals. So these one is very important. And pets and animals, one thing, like cute puppy or golden retriever or like Siju, there are some videos are there on the internet or on the YouTube. The next thing, one thing, like fishes or any animals, if you make videos on animals, that means my pet is so sweet, my pet is walking so much nicely, please watch this video. That type of videos are coming under this category. The next thing is the sports. One thing, like IPL, like cricket, volleyball, football, everything, there are this category, that means sports category is using by the creators. The next thing is a travel and event. One thing, travel is nothing but the travel vlog. So many people are traveling from one place to another place and making some videos stuff on YouTube. Or like events, there are some events happening, like as I can tell you, the events also, the expos also known as the events, or some any functions or anything, like nowadays on YouTube, like they are the creators are adding like wedding shoots or anything, so that all comes under this category, travel and events. The next thing, and this is the biggest audience having on YouTube, gaming. What is gaming and why it is useful? One thing, the creators are getting millions of views with the help of gaming category. One thing, you upload a gameplay video, and if you don't add the category, you're not going to get the views. If you want to get the views, you need to add the category as gaming to your video while uploading the video. The next thing is the people and blogs. One thing, which type, there it is showing us people and blogs. So what content this is? One thing, the cooking channels or the other channels like telling about themselves, like artists, their house, my house home tour or anything. These people, these creators are using this because they are targeting the people, and their videos consist of blogs, and this is very important. And these, and how to unstyle, these two comes under one category. If you are making like how to make a recipe, how to cook, how to everything, if you think are styling my recipe, cooking style or anything, these people and blogs and home and style is very important for the two aspect of ratios. The next thing is the comedy. You know one thing, the comedy is nothing but there are millions of videos like comedy videos, like telling about someone like trolls or something. Nowadays people are making so many trolls, and the stuff, the entertaining stuff are known as the comedy. And here the next thing is entertainment. So you have told me before, entertainment videos are comes under comedy category, but this is the different entertainment, like nowadays releasing the trailers or something. These all comes under to entertainment, because entertaining a person, like telling something, like for example 5 minute crafts or um, like bright side, they will definitely use entertainment category to get their views, because their audience will be on that platform separate category. And the next thing is news and politics. News and politics is nothing but there are many news channels, and that is something different to your category. So if you are adding this category, make sure you're agreeing the policies from YouTube and Google. And the next thing is how to style. I have already told you the people and blogs and how to style, these two are comes under only one category. But if your video has how to make a recipe or how to cook, then other stuff you can use this. Or if you are making about style, like styling your home, style anything which comes under that category, you can use this type of category. And the next thing is the education, like me, telling about YouTube, telling about some subjects, or telling or giving some knowledge to the viewers. This type of category is very important. Education is nowadays very important category, because if you are telling how to edit on Premiere Pro, or what are the settings I'm using for my camera, or like some other categories, they can use education strategies. The next thing is the science and technology. You know one thing, science and technology is very interesting category, because science and technology, nowadays unboxing of gadgets, or like doing social experiments, or like scientific experiments, they are going to use science and technology category. And the next thing is non-profits and activism, and that is a different type of category. If your content have that two words mentioned, then you can use that. Otherwise you can use, there are plenty of categories, but try to use, if you are making about people, for people and people, then you can use these one and you can use these one. Or if you're telling about something interesting, like how to edit on Premiere Pro, or like example, I have told you how to use the mobile, the specifications, what are the specifications, or telling about some subjects like educational subjects, you can easily make the category as education. And this is the one for education. There are some subtopics, let us see that. And the first thing is type. Okay, what is here, let us see. Educational type: help learners with specific needs find your video. For example, it is telling us the example also. If your video explains a topic or concept, select concept overview. If it shows how to solve a problem, select problem walkthrough. You know one thing, I'm going broad to tell you. Very nice. You know one thing, the first one is edutainment. In your video there is education and entertainment, you can use the first one. And the second one is the concept overview. If you are telling concept, theory, then you can use concept overview for the education category. And if you are solving a problem like mathematics or like addition, subtraction, or some problems you are going to solve, then adding tan, sine, theta, or anything, you can use that. Or real life example, like my video has been real life example, mountain disabled, rejected. So this is a real life example, I think so. And activity is nothing but giving some activity to make the problems. The education is nothing but this topic or category comes to the students, especially from the teachers or from the class. And the next thing is experiments is nothing but I have did this type of campaigns and I have got, or adding SE was very important. I have experimented with some keywords and I got this one. Like that, it is showing the simulation is nothing but telling the same situation which you have really faced. And other are none. Other means if your concept or if your video, if you have uploaded an video but you can't find anything here that relates your topic or your content, you can easily place as none or other. The next thing, again, this is academic system, and that means which country, from which country you are going to tell your subject, and that is optional. For everything here it is optional. You need to know firstly, this is very important for category. And the next level is, let us see here, non, beginner, intermediate, advanced. You know one thing, if you're making videos on beginner, try to add beginner. If you add advanced, but you know one thing, if the person coming from the knowledge of intermediate, if you place that advanced, if he watches your content, if we think this is a beginner level video, then he will definitely move from that video because he need what he need. But you need to create what he need, but you don't need to create what you need. And this is very important, and this is a rhythm I got actually. You know one thing, if you are making beginner videos, make sure add the level as beginner. If you're really doing advanced level, then you can easily add as advanced level. And which type of content, like if you're making for the students for like high school ninth or 10th class, or senior high school 11th, like intermediate second year, or undergraduate like degree or graduate or research, or but not least is career or technical. That means nowadays there are some vlogs or there uh, telling about I have been working here on a company for a while and I rejected, or I went to an interview, or something that is like career or technical. And the last is other. If you don't know and if you don't want to add this, you can easily add other or keep as none, as here started. The next thing is the exam, course, and standard. I think so this is not important for you if you don't add these two or like that. Okay, I have told you something about category. Why category is very important. Okay, I will add the category as you told, but I'm still not getting the views. You need to have the category correctly and you will definitely get the views. If you can't get the views, then the mistake is not from the category. That like if you have added mistakenly the category, your content consists of like film and animation, and you have added the category as how to and style or people and blogs, so you need to change your category. Or if you don't know, you can see other competitors like similar. That means he also the other creators also making the same content of yours similarly, and you can watch their category and you can easily add their category type. So this is not a big thing, but in terms of adding the category is the big thing. And if you're still not getting the views, then your video has the problem on SEO. SEO is nothing but search engine optimization. Okay, do you know search engine optimization by SEO? But actually there are two types of SEOs. What? You have told every creator has telling us only one SEO is there, but we are telling two SEOs. You know one thing, the first SEO is the YSEO. What is YSEO? Nothing but YouTube search engine optimization. Okay, the second one is what? I'm telling you. Wait a moment. The second one is GSEO. What is GSEO? GSEO is nothing but Google search engine optimization. Is the two both are same, similar, or something? You know one thing, both consist of same, but the keywords may differ there. If you want to become viral or need to get the traffic from YouTube search, that means the in the YouTube search platform, then you need to create and add the keywords that are really getting search volume from that keywords. If you want to get traffic from Google search, what you need to do, you need to definitely add that topic that similar to Google search engine optimization, and in that there are some separate keywords which give search volumes. Okay, there are two types really. Really, there are two types, but that is combined because YouTube is an parental company of Google. So you need to, there are some typical changes, but you need to add the changes correctly. Otherwise, you are not going to get the traffic. Okay, you're telling something I can't understand, right? Yes, this is typically not understandable, but this is real. Because you know one thing, YouTube and Google are same, but the keywords you are searching for that volume and for this volume are somewhat different. In the YouTube search, one keyword is ranking, but in the Google that is not going to rank. The other keyword is going to rank. So I need to add two, that means Google search engine optimization keywords and YouTube search engine optimization keywords. You know one thing, you need to check the traffic source are the search volumes which that means in Google, on YouTube there should be dual, that means in that search volume this search volume should be similar. Then you need to add that keywords, and you need to keep in your mind that adding different types of keywords that is not relatable to your content is not permittable and it is violation. So make sure that you are in the policies, you are accepting and creating the content that are really acceptable for the policies and create the content, because if you are getting violations then your channel may be suspended. And my channel has been demonetized. It is due to the YouTube expert reviewers has told me that I have used the reused content. So I don't know really I've used or not, but my voice is only one, but they have told me that my channel has reused content. But I think so I have reused really the stock videos from website. So there are multi content creators are using that same stock videos on their videos. So I think so it is um, noted as like a reused content, but I don't think it is not a bad idea or a good idea. But I will try to get the monetization again if you really help me. That means who are going to help me? The viewers are going to help me really this time. And the next thing is that YouTube traffic source. Okay, let me tell you. From Google you need to search YouTube traffic sources and understand your video reach. Yes, this is one. You know one thing, this is very important. This topic is very important. Before creating a content or before creating a channel and going for the monetization, you need to know this analytics, or you're going to lose everything what you need. Okay, what is here, let me explain you. Understand your video reach. You know, on YouTube what you are going to upload, the videos, right? So here you can use the reach tab in YouTube Analytics to learn how your audience finds your content. The key metrics card shows you impressions, click-through rate, views, and unique views. Note, some reports may not be available on mobile devices. Yes, in website, that means in the web, like in the browser, you're going to see everything. But like on YT Studio, there are some reports may not be available. So make sure that you can research, that means you can search your views, that means you can see in the reach tab correctly from the YT Studio on the web. Still, view your reach reports. Computer, just I have told you, sign into YouTube Studio. In the left menu, select Analytics. From the top menu, select Reach. Okay. Traffic source types. You know one thing? I think so. Do you know only three types? Direct or unknown source, external source, and YouTube search. But there are so many traffic sources are there. Let me explain, and you can really know what is that and what type of sources you need to make your content more beautiful. The traffic source types report shows you how your viewers found your content within YouTube and external sources. External. The external report shows you the specific external websites and apps where viewers found your content. Okay, that means this is outside YouTube. That means external source is nothing but not in the YouTube section. That means not in the YouTube app or web, than that these external views. And the suggested views, you know one thing, so many creators are getting suggested views, but they don't know how they are getting suggested views. Let me tell you, the suggested videos, uh, I think suggested views or videos same. The suggested videos report shows you which videos viewers watch from suggestions. Is nothing but this is known as actually suggested views in your traffic source or suggested videos, anything. And you know one thing, how these are getting, if you created content and if you have copied the SEO, that is nothing not SEO but actually SEO, the tags, the title and the description, adding somewhat changes into that and adding in your content. Then SEO consists of four types, like title, description, tags and thumbnail. But you can't copy the thumbnail, so it can be little bit SEO. If you have added the keywords, added in the tag section, added your description same as like that, and added some titles same similar to that content, and changing the thumbnail also can lead to suggested videos. So this traffic you're getting is because the other contents creators content has been watching drastically, so you're getting their somewhat views to your source, that means to your channel. And impressions and how they led to watch time. The impressions and how they led to watch time report gives you a visual of how your thumbnail impressions led to views and watch time. Learn more tips for using impression CTR data. You know one thing, impression is nothing but showing your thumbnail to the new viewer, and if they click it, your CTR will increase, or if they don't click, your CTR will go down. So what you need to make, uploading a best thumbnail can lead to high CTR but less watch time. So what is CTR, what is watch time? You know one thing, the engagement rate on the YouTube is known as the dual combination of CTR and watch time. What is that? CTR is nothing but click through rate, and the watch time is nothing but the viewer watching your content at a certain period of time. And you know one thing, impressions, how they led to watch time. As you know, I have told you, the combination of engagement rate is nothing but the CTR and watch time. So that means these views are really suggested from YouTube algorithm. So if your YouTube algorithm understands your content and understand the audience which you need, the algorithm will definitely send your video content to the correct audience, and you are going to get high CTR and high watch time because they need the subject knowledge or the video content. You are creating the correct content, then where is the mistake? You are going to get millions of views on the way. There is something there is somewhere passed for your channel to get the views, but in a few days you're going to get the millions of views if you follow the real strategies. Then the next thing is the playlist. The playlist report shows you which playlists lead to traffic on your content. That means for example, you have created the video content in your channel and added a playlist, like adding 5 to 6 playlists in your content. Then the playlist will show in that. That means the videos you are going to add. That means for example, um, here you can see playlist. Add your video to one or more playlists. Playlist can help viewers discover your content faster. That means playlist is nothing but adding your video to a playlist, because if a viewer enjoys your content, he will definitely move to the playlist and he will watch other videos too. In that type you are going to get the views, and that is a different traffic source. And the YouTube search, you know, one thing, this is very important, and for your channel this is very important, and you need to get the views from this source, traffic source. What? YouTube search is nothing but, you have told me YouTube YSEO, right? Yes, that and this traffic source really connects together, because the YouTube search report shows you what terms viewers searched when they found your content. You know, one thing seems interesting, but what I can't understand, right? Because I not in the prospect of your side, I'm telling you, the YouTube search. That means if you added correct titles, thumbnails, um, tags, and correct description, you are going to get the traffic views from the YouTube search. If you are getting more than usual traffic source from YouTube search, then you are the winner, because you are going to get millions of views without anything. You just need to make the content correctly, add the correct tags, titles, and YouTube algorithm knows you that your content can consist of this type of audience, and if the audience watches more than usual to your video, then you are going to get more views, and make really for that content to your channel, so it can give you more power to your channel. That means more power is nothing but more views, more revenue, and more CTR and more watch time. The next thing is the broad. Understand the types of traffic sources. Up to here is like okay, you need to learn, but this is very important. Traffic sources, let me tell you, traffic to your videos can come from either within YouTube or from external sources. You will see both on the traffic source type cards. Okay, let me tell you, these are the subtypes, and you're going to get, this is, you know, one thing, traffic from within YouTube. That means, as I told you before, external is with limit outside of from the YouTube, and this is inside the YouTube. That means browse features. That means traffic from the home, subscriptions, watch later, trending or explore, and other browsing features. What? Traffic from home. What is home? What is home is nothing but, there are two types of homes are there. What? Okay, let me tell you. The first thing is that when you type on a web, like browser on a Google Chrome, then you're going to type like google.com, and the next thing you're going to type in the search YouTube. Yeah, then when you search, first you're going to see an ad, and the second you're going to see youtube.com. When you type click on the youtube.www.youtube.com, then the youtube.com will appear there. Then what you're going to see is the YouTube home page. The second home page is nothing but, when you have opened YouTube app, you are going to see some content, and you are going to scroll that. That is also known as YouTube home page. And the next thing is subscriptions. Subscriptions is nothing but when a viewer, that means previously when a viewer came to your channel and he subscribed your channel because he loved your content, then if you create and upload a video, then he's going to get a notification in his notification center panel. Then he's going to click your video, and if he watches from the with the help of notification tab, then that type of traffic is also known as browse features. And watch later is nothing but when someone has a sudden busy moment and in the more tab he typed your video as watch later, then it is a type of source that will be because he has watched it for some time and he lost sleep. If he has some job or some different busy moment, then he will click on the more and he will click on the watch later. Then it is known as browse features. And trending and explore, you know one thing, on YouTube you're going to see trending and explore. That means the content you have created is trending in a targeted location. You know one thing, your content can't be trending in the worldwide, because why? Think 1 minute. Okay, I thought you have think and what you have got the answer or not. Okay, let me tell you. Trending is nothing but when a when a content really watching more than usual in a certain type of location, then the video will go to trending or explore on that separate targeted locations. So if you want to get worldwide the trending topic, then what you need to do, you can't get it right because your content, like if you have created a separate language like Telugu or Hindi or Arabic or anything, that means the topic and the source, that means you have created a content with the help of one language and you have targeted certain types of locations, but you are going to get the views on certain locations because in every country, every worldwide can't even only use one language. You know one thing, English can be used in any language but some of the countries only. And this is why you are going to get trending only in certain locations. So if you want to get worldwide, then that is really 1%, I think so it will happen. But if it happens really, your channel will blow as not before. And I think if it is possible, then really it is happy to that creator because he is going to earn more than usual. And let us think about later. And that is the one topic. And other browsing features, it is nothing but other like browsing. That means YouTube suggested the videos of your previous videos to the same audience, and when he opens his home screen or app, he will definitely see your content, and if he clicks your content, then that is known as browse features. And the next thing is nothing but channel pages, traffic from your YouTube channel or other YouTube channels. That means when a person clicked to other YouTube channel and when he found your content, when he clicked your thumbnail, then that is known as other channel pages traffic source. It is really these traffic sources are mind-blowing. And the next one is the campaign cards, traffic from content owner campaign cards. You know one thing, campaign cards, that means you have created some cards, or like while creating or sorry, while after creation of your video, you have uploading the your video, right? Then if you have created some cards, then like sponsored cards or something, you're going to see the traffic as this. End screen is nothing but while completing the video, the YouTube algorithm suggests you to add your previous or some videos or some popular videos at the end. And if you add that, then you are going to get the source, end screen source, traffic source. Then the next thing is shorts. You know one thing, firstly this is not available, but now this is available and this is going blowing the channels. much more better, because shorts is a platform you can make 30 to 60 seconds, and with the help of that you're going to get more subscribers really. And shorts, if you have creating the shorts for a certain period of time, then make sure that if your shorts video need to go viral as possible, the average viewer should watch at least 50% of the created shorts video. I think so you have understand the topic, right? The thing is, when you create it for 60 seconds, make sure he need to watch the 50%. That means at least he need to watch the 30 seconds of the shorts video. Then the YouTube algorithm thinks that this video is really okay and it need to reach broad. The next thing is the notifications. Traffic from notifications and emails sent to your subscribers. You know one thing, if he when a viewer subscribe your channel, at the last he's going to see some one bell, and if he accepted that bell, for all notifications can come to my notification tab or anything, then he is going to see after uploading the video, and after the video has been went to public, then he's going to get a notification in his notification tab, and when he clicks from that notification tab, you're going to see notifications. As it has here the subtype is there: notifications to build subscribers. Traffic from notifications sent to your subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel and turned on YouTube notifications on their device. Other app notification traffic from personalized notifications, email notifications, inbox, and digest. You know one thing, with the help of Google Ads, you can really send to other emails with the help of display campaign or discovery campaign. There, in the two, you need to select one, and you're going to see native ads. Firstly, you try to use Google Ads um, to get new audience to your content. Make sure that add the audience correctly, otherwise you're going to see different types of audience, which may they like your content, or they don't know your content, or they don't want to watch your content. And the next thing is other YouTube features. You know one thing, sometimes you're going to get other YouTube features, right? Traffic from within YouTube that does not fall in any category. What it means, I have told you before, these many traffic sources. If he has watched really from different source, that means like without browse features, without channel page, without campaign cards and screens, or suggested videos, or YouTube search, then this is known as other YouTube features. Firstly, this is nothing, they have not told you anything, but as I'm telling you, that means suddenly you have created a content, you have uploaded that content, and you have shared that content with the help of one URL, like sharing copy URL, or from the after uploading you're going to see share this URL to your family or something like that. So when you share them with the help of WhatsApp, so other social media platforms or anything, or with the help of messages, or with the help of Gmail or anything, then when he copies your URL, and when he go to YouTube tab section, and in the search, in the YouTube search, if he type your URL, and if it goes to your content directly, that is known as other YouTube features. That means the view has came from the YouTube, but it has not came from the other traffic sources, it is a direct source. So you're going to see other YouTube features like that. I think so you have really understand my concept, or if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Anyone is not going to comment me. If you can't comment, that means my video is not really explainable or understandable. If you tell me something, then I try to improve and make the videos correctly really politely and with the help of fear, with fearfully. That means next time the viewer really understand my video, he enjoys the video or not, he's going to entertainable or not, I need to whether check he really accepts my video or not. If you comment down anything, then I can understand that. Please understandable comments please, otherwise I can't understand. You just type something, some words, but I can't understand what it means. The next thing is the playlist. As I told you, traffic from any playlist that included one of your videos. These playlists can be your own playlist or another creator's playlist. This traffic also includes users liked videos and favorite videos playlist. What it means liked videos, favorite videos, that means when a person watches your video, that means a new audience has been came to your content, and when he liked a video of yours, then when he again watches the content repeatedly, then it is also known as the traffic source playlist. That means he will definitely add your video to their favorite, that means to their playlist. Not when you upload the video, you are going to add that to your playlist. But you know one thing on YouTube, for every viewer there will be a channel and he can create the playlist. That means if he liked a video, he can really add that video to his playlist and he can watch daily. That means nowadays viewers are watching like devotional songs daily. The song will be played daily morning or certain time. That means he's going to watch daily. That means he's enjoying the content. That means showing the playing the devotional songs at their homes, and this is a type of playlist and he can add that. And the next thing is you can see specific playlists that grow traffic to your videos on the traffic source playlist cards of the reach tab. You can see that playlist when he sees specific. That means after watching your videos, if he went go to your playlist tab and if he watches specific playlists, that means watching so many places which you have created, then the traffic source shows you as playlist. The next thing is the sound pages. I think so this what is this traffic from the shared audio results page found in the shorts vertical viewing experience. Yeah, um before this is not available, but this is now available. What it means, when you have created a shorts video and you have added some others, that means songs or something, and when the other viewer watches your content with the help of that song, that means he is repeatedly watching one of the song videos like a different music video, and you have created with the help of that music video your short. And if he watches your short with the help of, that means while watching the music video, same music video content, and if he watches your content with the help of that music, then that type of traffic source is known as sound pages. The next thing is suggested videos. Traffic from suggestions that appear next to or after other videos, and from links in video descriptions. You can see specific videos on the traffic source suggested videos cards of the reach tab. I have told you before, adding the SEO right, adding the SEO than the thumbnails. That means adding the titles, descriptions, tags from the other videos sources. That means you can see specific videos on the traffic suggested. That means when you attach the other competitors, these three, that means tags, description, titles, then you are going to see suggested videos. When he get the other competitor gets the traffic after that video watching, if he comes to your video next, the viewer comes to your video next, then that is nothing but suggested videos. You can easily get suggested videos, but make sure that you have complied with the policies created from the side of Google and YouTube. And the next thing is video cards. As you know, you can use video cards. That means while watching a video from right corner, you're going to see some small I button. So that is nothing but the video cards adding from the side of content creators. And please try to add that, because you are going to get some of the traffic with the help of video cards also. As specifically have watched, and it really works, and you need to add the video cards and end screens, so that you're going to get that. And if you have really time, please try to add the captions too, because with the help of captions you're going to see certain types of viewers um, to your videos or to your channel. The next thing is YouTube advertising. You know one thing, this is really important. YouTube advertising, Google advertising is same. In the Google ads section, you are going to place YouTube advertising, or with the help of in the YouTube studio, by right clicking on the more, you are going to see one promote your video. That is nothing but also you are going to go, you are directly going to YouTube ads. That means nothing but Google ads. Okay, YouTube advertising. What is YouTube advertising? If your video is used as an ad on YouTube, you will see YouTube advertising as a traffic source. What it means, really it is really useful, because YouTube advertising, that means you are paying for the ads and you are getting the views. But what is the traffic source for that? You're simply getting the views, is that okay? But you need to know which traffic source you are going to get the views. So YouTube advertising is very really useful, and you're going to get the new audience with the help of YouTube advertising. Is that really cool? I want to tell you, this is really cool. And what are YouTube advertising strategies? You know one thing, in-stream ads, skippable ads, video discovery ads. Now it is known as in-feed videos. And as you can see the broad sentence here, views from skippable ads longer than 10 seconds are counted if they are watched for 30 seconds or until they're finished. Non-skippable ads never qualify as views in YouTube analytics. You know one thing, non-skippable ads is nothing but for the 15 seconds you are going to place the ad, so you can't see that source as views, or you can get the views but you can't see that traffic source really. So if a person watches ads longer than 30 seconds or until they are finished, then that is known as YouTube advertising, and you are going to pay for the ad with the help of skippable ads campaign. In that you can watch Google ads campaign strategies, and you can really see that type of content easily, and you can create the beats, because creating the campaigns can lead to new audience to your content. It is very useful. You know one thing, when a certain type of new audience enters your channel, that will be really helpful to any person in the world. And the next thing is YouTube search. As I have told you, traffic from YouTube search results. You can see specific search terms on the traffic source YouTube search cards of the YouTube reach tab. When you make real SEO, then YouTube search traffic source will definitely help your channel growth. As I told you before, on the product pages, traffic from YouTube product pages. That means the many big creators add some products to their YouTube page, as you can also add if you have the eligible criteria, and that is different from that. And the next thing, and the most important, is the first thing is within YouTube, this is outside the YouTube. So traffic from external sources. Let us see what are there. There are only two types of external sources are there. The first thing is the external sources, traffic from websites and apps that have your YouTube video embedded or linked to. You can see specific external sites and sources on the traffic source external card of the reach tab. What it means, external sources is nothing but when you're getting views but not on the YouTube, and you're getting from the outside of the YouTube, then, or when the person when the viewer, that means, for example, let me tell you, you have created a video, uploaded the video correctly, but you have shared the link with the help of social media platforms. So you know one thing, when they click from that social media platforms, they are going to enter YouTube or the web page. Then you're getting the view. But how you are getting the view? Because first only they are not getting the view from, that means first only they are not seeing your video on YouTube, they have seen from external source and coming from with the help of link. So this is nothing but a type of external source. I think so you have understand my strategy. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section, and please try to give me best comments, not compliments. If you have any queries, please ask me so that I can explain more broad and you can easily understand. And you know one thing, there are so many external sources you are going to get the views. So make sure every time make sure you comply with the policies, because external source can lead to some issues for your channel. And the direct or unknown sources, traffic from direct URL entry, bookmarks, signed out viewers, and unidentified apps. You know one thing, most of the people don't sign in and watch the YouTube videos. So when he signed out in the browser or in the app, when he signed out and watched your video, then it is known as unknown sources, because it is not known as external sources but it is known as unknown sources. Other thing, when he copy your URL you have shared in a social media platform or in the WhatsApp or anything, and he copies the URL, and if he watches on an other apps or like other browsers, when he directly copy and paste that URL in that certain browsers, and when he watches the video completely, then that type of source is known as direct or unknown sources. You know one thing, this is very important. The within the YouTube there are so many uh, traffic sources, but for the external there are two, but these can be broad as long as possible. So make sure that firstly, if you're getting external sources views, make sure you can see again broadly from which source, from which website or from which app I'm going to get the views. You can see that, and make sure that views are coming from organically and not other what's other side apps. And the last but not least metrics to know, impressions. You know one thing, this is as I told you before, that is one important, but the metrics you need to know, this is one other side important. That is important, and this is also important. Why this is important, I'm going to tell you. Impressions, how many times your thumbnail was shown to viewers on YouTube through registered impressions. It is nothing but impressions you are going to get the views. That means this is very important. That means when a person or viewer or YouTuber is nothing but when a person has a YouTube, he is known as YouTuber. The other thing is YouTube creator. When a person makes content to YouTube, he is known as YouTube creator. And impressions is nothing but how many times your thumbnails were shown to viewers on YouTube through registered impression. That means YouTube algorithm shares your video with the help of thumbnail, like clicking the video to the other audience or other viewers. When he touches that, when he clicks your video with the help of thumb of your thumbnail, because your thumbnail should be eye-catching, and if he clicks your thumbnail, then it is the metrics to know the impressions. And the next thing is impression click-through rate. What is impression click-through rate and what is impressions? Impressions is nothing but when how many times the YouTube algorithm or the other sources showing your thumbnail to the viewers or audiences. Impressions click-through rate is nothing but the click-through rate, the clicking of your thumbnail how many times. That means how often viewers watch a video after seeing a thumbnail. That means when he sees a thumbnail but he goes to other video without clicking your thumbnail or your video, then you are going to decrease your CTR, click-through rate. But if you want to increase, your thumbnail should be eye-catching. With if he want to watch something but he watching your content, that means your click-through rate will be going as high as possible. But you need to know that click-through rate and watch time should be equal or like high, because these two combines the engagement rate. Most of the YouTube videos consist of 2 to 3 engagement rate, but that is better. Or you need to focus on your subject, that means your content, to make sure it goes very high, because the topics you need to make should be like mind-blowing or interesting or knowledgeable or entertaining, etc. And the next thing is the views, the number of legitimate views for your channels or videos. Why here it is telling us the number of legitimate views for your channel or videos? You know one thing, you are getting so many that means you're getting so many views with the help of so many sources, traffic sources, but the legitimate views is nothing. But if you're going to get direct or unknown sources, then that is not known as the legitimate views. So the number of legitimate views for channels or videos, that means for example, you have suddenly got 100 views, but after certain period of time, from 100 to it has been decreased to 50 or 60, then the uh, correct views is known as the 60 views, and the 40 views are not counted as the views, because it may happen like he watches for a second or 2 seconds, then it is not uh, thinking as a view. Or if he watches less than 10 seconds, then the video is not watching, so it can be like drastically the views will be dropped, and it happens for sometimes. But you need to make sure that you're get from what source you're getting the views. You need to understand with the help of YouTube Studio Analytics. Okay, one thing, the next thing is unique viewers, estimated number of viewers that watch your content within the selected date range. That means estimated number of viewers, that means when a viewer that means when you have created the ads in Google Ads, and you are getting new audiences, that means new viewers, then this is also known as unique viewers. That means like with the help of Google Ads, or suddenly when a new viewer watches your video suddenly with the help of SEO, like YouTube SEO, then he's known as unique viewer. Or if you suddenly shared your content to your new people who you have met, then he is also known as unique viewer, because he has seen first for the first time your channel, and before he has not watched your channel, so he is known as unique viewers. Average view duration, estimated average minutes watched per video for the selected video and date range. That means average view duration, as you can see the metrics easily. That means when you have created for a 20-minute video and uploaded it, and if I am not a person or a viewer watches your content for more than the certain time, that means if he watches for 1 minute, 2 minute, 10 minute, 15 minutes, different people, different viewers, different time watch time, then you are going to see average view duration. For that means one person watch one, second person 2, 3, 5, like that, like 15%, 15 minutes, then the YouTube algorithm thinks that won't count 15 differently for differently. The algorithm thinks that the algorithm adds every minute, every viewer watch time, and it will equally show you average time duration. Then this is also known as very important metric, because uh, one person watches high watch time, other person don't watch the high watch time, then also it will equally able to show the metrics. This is very best metrics, because of view duration, that means average person watching time, you can see with the help of that. The next thing is the average percentage viewed, average percentage of a video your audience watches per video. That means what it means, it is nothing but average percentage viewed. That means when a person watches, you have firstly you have created a content for like 100 minutes for example, and you have created a content for 100 minutes. When a person you have uploaded the video, when a viewer watches your content for 15 minutes, 130 minutes, and other 40 minutes, and other 60 minutes, and last person has watched your video for 100 minutes continuously. When then first one is the view duration, it will show the timeline, but this one, the percentage, that means it will divide every viewer watch percentage, and it will give you certain time of percentage. That means the 10, 20, 30, it will add everything and it will divide it by that percentage, that viewers percentage. Then you're going to see the percentage views. The next thing is watch time hours. This is, one thing, this the last metrics will be known to every person in the world. That means every creator or every channel who need to make, they know, because in the monetization tab you're going to see you need to complete 4,000 public watch hours in a certain period of time, and you need to have 1,000 subscribers, and you need to have two-step verification, and you don't need to have strikes to your channel. One thing, the 4-tone public watch hours, watch time hours, the amount of time viewers have watched your video. One thing, that means when a person watches your content more than usual, that means this should be like public hour watch time. What is public hour watch time? That is nothing but when a person coming from stories or shelf or something, he's not able to watch that. And if you have, he really comes from YouTube search, browse features, suggested videos, like anything, like external or any search, any traffic source, then he is known as it is known as the public watch hour. And here the watch time, one thing, this is different. Watch time is different. That means how much time he watched, and hours is nothing but the 1 hour is counted as one public watch hour. That means 60 minutes. A person, some viewers watches your content for a certain period of time, and it is counted as correctly, exactly, and it is known as 1 hour. And the amount of time viewers have watched your video, that means the viewers certainly watches your video for a certain minutes and certain time, then it is converted as hours. And you need to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers to complete the monetization for your YouTube. This is very important, and you need to keep in mind that 4,000 public watch hours. Not every watch hours are, when you created Google Ads campaign, you're not going to get the view hours, because ad campaigns cannot be counted as watch hours. Okay, then how to, one thing, with the help of Google Ads, you can easily complete 4,000 public watch hours. How I can complete? Is it possible? Really, I'm going to tell you this is possible. You need to make 3 parts. That means part 1, part 2, part 3 videos. You need to make ads on part 1. You need to add some of the topics, and if you are interested in this part 1 topic, you need to you can watch the part 2 and part 3 in my channel. If you invite them, if they are interested, knowledgeable, interesting, or entertaining your content, the part 1, with the help of Google Ads, then he is easily going to come to your channel, visit your channel. He's going to watch the part 2 and part 3. The part 1 is coming from the ads, and that is not counted as public watch hours, but the part 2 and part 3 is different from part 1, and he intentionally coming to your, that means he interestingly, encouragingly, or like entertain, after entertaining, he came to your channel, really happy with the help of happiness. And if he watches the part 2 and the part 3, then the part 2 and part 3 as counted as public watch time, and it will be converted as public watch hours, and you are easily going to get the 4-tone public watch hours. But your content should be entertaining, interesting, knowledgeable, and mainly your content should be the quality. Without quality, how anybody watch? Nowadays we are, before there is SD, standard definition, high definition, but now it is, we have 4K resolution, 8K resolutions in the market. That means we are able to see. So make sure your content should have quality, quality first. And if you have the quality, but if you don't have the content correctly, then they will definitely don't watch. You need to have the quality. You need to have the really interesting content. Should be like interesting, entertaining, educational, or knowledgeable, anything. You need to have everything. That means you need to have the SEO, you need to have the quality, you need to have everything. What you need to miss? Nothing you need to miss. You need to add everything, or you need to add everything. Again, you need to have to create the ads to get the new audience. Then the YouTube things, you are really making so much difficultly. You are a hard worker, and you need, your channel needs to be go to broad audience. So YouTube algorithm thinks and your content go to viral and you're going to be viral. You know one thing, for every film or anything, so many makers, creators, or any so many people are there to make the content. You know, as you are the one, you need to have the quality. You need your video should be content should be like entertainable, interesting, and you need to add the correct SEO to your video. While uploading your video, you need to create the ads. That means with the help of Google advertising or YouTube advertising. Then what you are not going to get, everything you're going to get, but finally you need to have the correct thumbnail. That means eye-catching thumbnail also should be there. What's nothing should be there, you know, everything should be there. So make sure you need to create the content very easily, and you need to be happy that I'm going to go viral in some time, and you need to have the confidence and then try the YouTube. And if you do correctly, you're going to drastically get the views, and you are a real YouTube creator, and YouTube needs really that, and you are really attached to the YouTube algorithm also. If you really enjoyed this content, make sure subscribe to TSO Analytics, and thank you, and see you really again. Bye. Okay, bye bye. If you really encourage me, I will definitely give you the correct metrics in future with the help of CPM, RPM, and playback CPM too, and my analytics regarding the revenue plans and everything. I will definitely share everything. Please do subscribe to this channel, and please watch the video as much as possible, because I am going to get the monetization if you watch correctly. Thank you again. I will see you really in the next few time. Bye.